nothing onerous in my estimation. That they're not making any suggestions of tax measures. Obviously, if they came up with tax measures during this period, I would not condone that as did in the past. So it's basically a generous package, and I've got to thank the UK government because their people have got to make sacrifices as well. Whatever considerations is given to them and to us will be met from tax measures in the UK in 2021. You know, they have already indicated that UK citizens will have to pay more in taxes to meet the responses to the pandemic that they will put in place, not necessarily for Angola, but for themselves.
But we have our fair share of taxes, I'm sure, in Angola. We have the GST that's coming up now. The first rollout occurred, and next year, 2021, we have the services aspect that will come. So those are, pretty hefty, and I'm sure that those two have been discussed with the British government.
I hear you, but the GST is just a transformation of customs duty, and the various items are disaggregated so that you have interim goods tax, you have customs fee, you have excise tax, and all of them adding up comes right around the range where customs duty would have been. So you're not going to raise anything more as a result of that, but you're preparing yourself to put in place more consumption-oriented taxes that relate to actually what you purchase rather than what you import. As a result, it will make the process more efficient. It would encourage stakeholders, importers, particularly to bring in goods with the understanding that only what they sell they will be paying on. So it's a good thing for them.
It is for them.
But government of Angola doesn't have any
the services,
income taxes of any kind.
The services aspect,
ISL,
though, services aspect of the tax is bound to yield a bit more money, isn't it? So the services aspect.
We would hope that as the economy grows, the tax measure will yield more money. But the intention is to make it as tax neutral as possible.
Even services. Even the services aspect of the GST.
Oh, you're talking about for
next year tax,
for professionals and so on and
yes,
so forth. That will come in after a period of time. It's something that's normal around the world. Yeah. I pay. You pay services tax for IT. You pay it for Anglic bill, accommodation taxes, services tax as well. So other agencies will require to pay
like
some
lawyers,
tax as well.
Lawyers, dentists,
of course, all those
funeral homes, car rentals, bakeries.
Whatever agencies will come under that arrangement. It's normal throughout the world. We're moving into the 21st.
But it's new though for us,
century.
right? It's new for Angola, right?
It's new for Angola. Yeah.
Additional monies, revenues, additional streams.
This regime, it will be new for Angola. That's why you're phasing it out over a period of time. You make a determination what is best and what's most sustainable for a country in terms of the tax models that are put in place, and we're moving towards that. At the end of the day, a number of these measures relate to the income that you generate. So if you don't earn any income, then you won't pay any taxes. If your income is low, then you pay less. It's not a fixed tax. It relates to services delivered.
The conversation of social safety nets, I'm sure that also must be taking place at this time because paying taxes is one thing, but there must be adequate safety nets too to protect or cushion the effects on the people of the land. In America and in the UK, they have safety nets that we can fall back on. In our case,
those safety nets are paid for.
They're paid for by taxpayers, yes.
By taxpayers, so taxpayers must recognize that at some point, if you want to have the modern safety nets in place, like unemployment insurance and all those kinds of things, then you have to pay for them when you're working, as well as businesses. Business want to put measures in place, make sure that when there are challenging times like these, that we have some way to support businesses when they have challenges from disasters or whatever other agencies or other issues would impact them. So these things are not new. They're in developing countries. As we develop, we'll put in place more modern measures that protect your citizens. One of them